Welcome back to our channel, friends. Today we begin an exciting journey into the life-changing book, The Science of Self-Discipline by Peter Hollins. This book teaches us that success doesn't come from luck or motivation. It comes from training your mind, resisting distractions, and showing up even when it's hard. In this series, we'll break down all the core lessons of the book in a simple and powerful way, so you can use them to build your best life. Let's begin with Lesson 1, and this might surprise you. Lesson 1. Self-discipline is a skill, not a superpower. Most people think self-discipline is something you're born with. They believe it's a gift, that some people are naturally focused, strong, or consistent. But here's the truth from Peter Hollins. Self-discipline is not a talent. It's a trainable skill. Just like going to the gym strengthens your muscles, using self-control regularly strengthens your mental muscles. This is backed by neuroscience. Your brain can change. This is called neuroplasticity. Your brain literally rewires based on what you repeat. That means you can learn to resist distractions. You can train yourself to take action. You can become disciplined, no matter where you start. Example: Jake the student. Jake was like many of us. He wanted to study better, wake up early, and stop wasting time on his phone. But every time he sat down to study, he got distracted. One notification, and then an hour was gone. He felt lazy, undisciplined, weak. But after reading about how self-discipline is a skill, he changed his approach. He stopped blaming himself. He started training his focus like a workout. He began with 15 minutes of study without phone, then 20 minutes, then 30, then 1 hour. In 2 months, he became the most focused student in his class. Not because he got motivated, but because he trained like an athlete. How you can build this skill? Starting today. 1. Start tiny. Pick one task. Make it easy. Read one page. Study for 10 minutes. Skip one junk snack. Small wins rewire your brain. Remember, you're training, not proving anything. 2. Delay gratification. The next time you feel tempted, pause. Wait 5 minutes before checking your phone. Wait 10 minutes before eating that sweet. This simple pause helps your brain break its impulsive habits. 3. Use the 25-minute rule. Set a timer. Work deeply for 25 minutes. Then, take a 5-minute break. This is called the Pomodoro technique, and it's used by top performers globally. 4. Celebrate the effort. Don't wait to achieve something big. Celebrate the fact that you focused for 20 minutes. Smile. Say, "Well done." Write it down. This builds inner motivation that grows stronger every day. You are not born disciplined. You become disciplined by doing it daily. Peter Hollins, The Science of Self-Discipline. The key is not motivation. The key is repetition. Lesson 2. Why motivation is not enough. We all wait for motivation. We wait for that perfect moment, when we feel inspired, excited, ready to go. But that moment rarely comes, and even when it does, it doesn't stay for long. According to Peter Hollins in The Science of Self-Discipline, motivation is unreliable. Self-discipline is what actually gets things done. Let's dive deep into this truth. The myth of motivation. People often say, "I'll start when I feel ready. I just need to get motivated. I'm not in the mood today." But here's what happens. You wait for motivation today. It doesn't come. You feel guilty tomorrow, and then avoid it again. Days become weeks. Weeks become months, and the dream stays a dream. That's the trap. Motivation is a feeling, and feelings change. Discipline is a decision, and decisions create your future. Why motivation fails? Motivation is like a matchstick. It burns bright, but only for a few seconds. Discipline is like a slow-burning candle. Not flashy, but steady, dependable, and long-lasting. Peter Hollins explains that motivation is emotional. It depends on how you feel. External. It often comes from videos, quotes, or people. Temporary. It fades when life gets hard. But self-discipline is rational. It's based on values and goals. Internal. It comes from your decisions. Sustainable. It lasts even when you're tired or uninspired. How to act without motivation. 1. Build a routine, not a mood. Set a fixed time for your work. Same time, same place. Every day. Example. Every morning from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. I'll write. Let the clock, not your mood, decide your action. 2. Use the 2-minute rule. If a task feels hard, just start with 2 minutes. Often, starting is the hardest part. Once you begin, momentum builds naturally. 3. Create a habit environment. Surround yourself with cues that make discipline easier. Keep your books on the table. Keep your phone away. Prepare your workspace the night before. This makes it easier to act, even when you feel low. 4. Reward action, not perfection. Don't wait to feel amazing after finishing a task. Just say, I did what I said I'd do. That's discipline. That's strength. Reward yourself with a smile, a 5-minute walk, a check mark on your tracker. This builds internal satisfaction, deeper than motivation. 5. Remind yourself. Discipline builds identity. Say it aloud. I don't wait for motivation. I take action, even when it's hard. I am disciplined. Your brain listens to the words you speak. Motivation follows action. This is the biggest secret of all. You don't need motivation to start. But once you start, motivation often shows up. Action creates momentum. Momentum builds motivation. Motivation keeps you going until discipline takes over again. Lesson 3. The enemies of discipline. What destroys your self-control? You've learned that discipline is a skill and that motivation is not reliable. But now it's time to talk about something most people ignore. What exactly is killing your self-discipline? Because sometimes it's not that you're lazy. It's that something silently, slowly, is draining your energy, breaking your focus, and crushing your progress. Peter Hollins calls these the hidden discipline drainers. 5 biggest discipline killers, and how to beat them. 1. Decision fatigue. Every small choice you make uses energy. What to wear, what to eat, when to study, what to click. The more decisions you make, the more tired your brain becomes. This is called decision fatigue, and it makes you more likely to give in to temptations. How to fix it? Create routines. Same breakfast, same study time, same clothes. Prepare things the night before. Bag, clothes, to-do list. Use checklists to reduce mental load. Discipline is easier when your brain isn't tired from 100 useless choices. 2. Too many temptations around you. You can't be disciplined when your phone is buzzing, junk food is nearby, or the TV remote is within reach. Willpower is limited. If you keep testing it all day, it will break. Environment beats willpower, every single time. How to fix it? Keep your phone in another room while working. Block distracting apps. Use stay focused, freedom, etc. Make the wrong thing harder and the right thing easier. Hide junk food. Put your book on the pillow. Your environment should support your focus, not fight it. 3. Mental overload. When your mind is cluttered with worries, regrets, plans, stress, you can't focus. Your brain is like a computer. Too many tabs open equals it slows down. How to fix it? Start your day by journaling 3 things. 1. What's on my mind? 2. What do I need to do? 3. What can I ignore today? Use the one-task focus rule. Don't multitask. Use breathing exercises to reset your brain. A clean mind equals a strong mind. 4. Unclear goals. You say, I want to study, or I want to work hard. But your brain doesn't know what exactly to do. So it stalls, wanders, gives up. How to fix it? Be specific. Instead of I'll study, say, I'll read 3 pages of Chapter 2 between 4 p.m. 5 p.m. Break big tasks into 10-minute actions. Write goals that are visible, measurable, and time-bound. Clarity creates confidence, and confidence builds discipline. 5. Negative self-talk. I'm not good enough. I always fail. I can't do this. These thoughts may feel true, but they are mental viruses, and they quietly destroy your belief in yourself. Peter Hollins reminds us, your discipline is only as strong as the story you tell yourself. How to fix it? Notice the thought. Don't fight it. Label it. This is a fear thought. This is just doubt. Replace it with, I may not be perfect, but I can make progress today. Every time I try, I get stronger. Use self-talk like a coach, not a critic. You don't need to feel powerful to act. You need to act to become powerful. Example, John the Dreamer. John wanted to build a fitness habit. He joined the gym, bought new shoes, followed fitness pages online. But after 1 week, he stopped. Again. Not because he was lazy, but because he went in the evening when his energy was already drained. He kept his phone with him and kept replying to messages. He didn't plan what to do at the gym, so he wandered. He kept telling himself, I always quit things. Then one day, he decided to change his internal and external world. He switched to morning workouts, left his phone in the locker, followed a simple 30-minute fixed routine. Told himself, every day I show up, I win. The result? He trained consistently for 100 days. Not perfectly, but powerfully. Discipline is not just about doing the right thing. It's about removing everything that pulls you toward the wrong thing. You're not weak. You're surrounded by distractions. Change your world, and you'll change your behavior. Lesson 4. Discomfort is your teacher. How to build mental toughness. Let's begin with one truth. Most people are not afraid of hard work. They are afraid of feeling uncomfortable. We avoid things that make us feel tired, bored, confused, anxious, uncertain, and in trying to avoid all of that, we avoid growth. But here's the truth from Peter Hollins. Self-discipline begins the moment you do something you don't feel like doing. Why discomfort matters. Everything you want, success, health, confidence, fluency, wealth, it lives on the other side of discomfort. Because discomfort is the signal that you are leaving your comfort zone, facing something new, stretching your limits, rewiring your brain, becoming stronger. Your future self is hiding behind today's discomfort. Brain science behind discomfort. When you do something uncomfortable, like waking up early, taking a cold shower, saying no to junk food, your brain triggers resistance. It tries to protect you. It says, this is hard, let's do it later. It's not the right time. But if you push through, even for 5 minutes, you train your brain to realize, I can do hard things. I can survive temporary discomfort. This rewires your neural pathways and builds a stronger, tougher, more focused mind. Example: Aman the shy speaker. Aman had a dream to become a public speaker, but he was extremely shy. Even asking a question in class made him panic. He read all the tips, watched videos, took notes, but he still couldn't take action. Then one day he read a quote: "Comfort is killing your dreams. Discomfort is your training ground." So Aman gave himself a challenge. Every day, do one small thing that feels uncomfortable. Day 1, asked a stranger for directions. Day 2, raised his hand in class. Day 3, spoke in front of 2 friends. Day 10, took part in a small public speaking event. Was it perfect? No. But every day his fear reduced, his confidence grew, and most importantly, he trained his mind to stop running from discomfort. How to train yourself to embrace discomfort. 1. Start small, but start daily. Pick one small thing you avoid because it's uncomfortable. Wake up 30 minutes earlier. Speak in English for 5 minutes. Take a cold shower. Study for 20 minutes without checking your phone. Do that thing, even if it's just once. You're not training the task. You're training the toughness. 2. Use the 5-second rule. When your mind says, "I don't want to," count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and start immediately. Don't give your brain time to argue. 3. Repeat this mantra daily. I can do hard things. Discomfort is my growth. What I fear is what I must face. Speak it out loud. Your brain believes what you say. 4. Reward yourself after the discomfort. After doing something difficult, celebrate, even in small ways. Smile and say, "Well done." Write it in your journal. Check it off your habit tracker. This creates a positive link between effort and reward. 5. Visualize your future self. Before doing something uncomfortable, ask, what would the disciplined version of me do right now? Then become that version for just 10 minutes. You don't need to become strong all at once. You just need to act like the strong version of you for a few moments. The rest will follow. Important reminder: growth is not found in comfort. Comfort keeps you stuck. Discomfort moves you forward. Discipline doesn't mean loving pain. It means being willing to feel a little pain, to live a bigger life. Lesson 5. Design your environment for discipline. You can have the best intentions, but if your environment is full of distractions, temptations, and noise, your focus will collapse. Your discipline will fail. Peter Holland says, "Discipline doesn't depend on how strong you are. It depends on how smartly you shape your surroundings." Why environment is more powerful than willpower. Imagine trying to eat healthy while sitting in front of a table full of junk food. Study with your phone buzzing every 2 minutes. Wake up early when your room is dark and messy. In all these situations, your environment is working against you. Even the most motivated person will struggle if the space around them is not built for discipline. Now imagine this instead. You wake up to a bright room, tidy desk, and a water bottle ready. Your phone is in another room. Your to-do list is already placed on your laptop. How much easier would it be to start your day with focus? This is the power of a discipline-friendly environment. Example: Jack the young freelancer. Jack worked from home as a graphic designer. He loved his work, but he struggled to stay consistent. Every day he faced a messy desk, phone on the table, TV remote next to his laptop, snacks within arm's reach. He kept telling himself, "I just need to be more focused." But it never worked, until he realized, maybe the problem isn't me, it's my environment. He took action, cleared his desk completely, put his phone in a drawer 10 feet away, kept only one notebook, one laptop, and one water bottle on his desk, hung a sticky note with the words, "Focus time equals future built." In just 1 week, his productivity doubled, not because he changed himself, but because he changed the world around him. How to create a discipline-friendly environment. 1. Control the visibility of distractions. Your brain is highly influenced by what it sees. See snacks? Eat snacks. See your phone? Check your phone. See your bed? Feel lazy. Action step. Put your phone in another room. Use app blockers, Freedom, Cold Turkey, etc. Move anything unrelated to your task out of sight. 2. Design a focus zone. Have a dedicated space just for deep work. It could be a desk, a corner, a table. Anywhere you enter with one intention: to focus. Action step. Keep it clean and minimal. Add only what you need: laptop, notebook, pen, water. Sit there at the same time every day. Train your brain. When I sit here, I work. 3. Prepare before you begin. The less friction, the more likely you'll start. Action step. Prepare your to-do list the night before. Keep your workspace ready. Choose your first task before you even sit down. This helps you avoid wasting willpower in deciding what to do. 4. Use positive visual cues. Just like distractions harm you, positive cues help you. Examples. Sticky notes with affirmations like, 1 hour of focus beats 5 hours of noise. A calendar showing your habit streak. Your goal photo on the wall. Example, dream college, fit body, YouTube silver play button. These reminders keep your brain locked on your purpose. 5. Design your digital space too. Your phone and laptop are part of your environment. Action step. Remove distracting apps from your home screen. Keep only 1 to 2 work tabs open. Use tools like Notion, Todoist, or Google Tasks to stay organized. Turn off all notifications during focus hours. Bonus tip. Environment equals default behavior. If you walk into a gym, you're likely to exercise. If you walk into a cinema, you're likely to eat popcorn. If you walk into your focus zone, your brain should think, it's time to build. This is discipline by design. Lesson 6. Build a daily ritual that triggers focus automatically. Discipline becomes easier when your brain knows what to expect. That's the power of rituals. Small, repeatable actions that tell your brain, now it's time to focus. Peter Hollins says, rituals are like switches. They move you from distraction to discipline in seconds. Why rituals work. Every time you repeat the same steps before working, your brain builds a mental shortcut. Soon, just starting that ritual puts you in the zone. It's like athletes warming up before a game, or singers doing vocal exercises. Your ritual prepares your mind for success. Example. Chloe the writer. Chloe wanted to write a book, but every time she sat to write, she felt distracted or unmotivated. So she built a ritual. 1. Made tea. 2. Lit a small candle. 3. Played soft background music. 4. Opened her writing doc. She did this every day at 7 a.m. After 1 week, just lighting the candle made her brain say, let's write. The ritual became the trigger, and writing became effortless. How to build your own ritual. 1. Pick a time and place, same desk, same hour, every day. This trains your brain to connect that moment with deep work. 2. Create a simple sequence, 3 to 5 steps. Examples. Close all tabs. Drink water. Write your top 1 task. Start 25-minute timer. This makes starting easy and automatic. 3. Repeat daily for 7 to 10 days. Don't aim for perfection. Just show up. In a few days, the habit becomes your default. Lesson 7. Use your peak energy hours wisely. You have moments during the day when your brain is naturally sharp, clear, and focused. These are called your peak focus hours. Peter Hollins says, "Don't waste your best energy on the least important things." Yet, most people do exactly that. They spend their best hours checking messages, watching videos, or doing low-value tasks. And when it's time to do real work, they feel tired and lazy. Know your energy curve. Most people feel most alert 2 to 3 hours after waking up, get tired after lunch, get creative in the evening. But this can vary. Your job is to observe your own rhythm. Example, Daniel the student. Daniel used to study late at night. When he felt exhausted, he struggled to focus and felt guilty. Then he tracked his energy for 3 days. He realized his brain was freshest between 7 a.m. and 10 a.m. So he switched his hardest subjects to morning time. Simple change. Huge difference. He learned more in 2 hours than he did in 5 before. How to use your best energy. 1. Track your focus for 3 days. Write down when you feel most focused, most distracted, most tired. Find your best window. 2. Do the most important task first. Use your peak hours to do deep work, not small things. Ask yourself, if I could only get one thing done today, what would it be? 3. Protect your golden time. During your peak hours, no social media, no multitasking, no unnecessary talking. This time is for you and your goals. Lesson 8. Break big goals into small steps. Big goals are exciting, but they can also be overwhelming. When your brain sees something too big, like write a book, become fluent in English, lose 10 kilograms, it freezes. You don't know where to start, so you do nothing. Peter Hollins says, "The smaller the step, the stronger the discipline." Why micro steps work? Your brain loves completion. Finishing even one tiny task gives you a shot of dopamine, the brain's reward chemical. So when you break a big task into micro steps, you create quick wins, which build momentum. You don't need motivation to do a big thing. You just need clarity to start small. Example, Grace the language learner. Grace wanted to learn English but felt stuck. She kept saying, "It's too hard. There's too much to learn." Then she simplified her goal. Watch one short English story. Write 5 new words. Speak 3 lines aloud. Practice for just 15 minutes. That's it. Within 30 days, she saw huge progress. Not because she did more, but because she did something small every day. Lesson 9. Master your emotions or be controlled by them. Most people don't lose focus because they're lazy. They lose it because their emotions take over. Peter Hollins says, "Your emotional state controls your discipline more than anything else." Why emotions sabotage discipline? When you're emotional, anxious, angry, bored, or overwhelmed, your brain switches from logic to survival mode. This makes it harder to think clearly, stay calm, stick to your plan. So even if you want to be disciplined, your emotions push you off track. Example, Logan the coder. Logan was learning programming. Every time he got stuck or confused, he felt frustrated. He would say, "I can't do this," and quit early. Then he learned emotional control. He started pausing when emotions rose, took 3 deep breaths, reminded himself, frustration means growth. With this calm mindset, he became more focused, even when things were tough. How to manage your emotions and stay disciplined. 1. Pause, don't react. When you feel a strong emotion, stop. Take 3 deep breaths. Let it pass. Respond with clarity, not panic. 2. Name the emotion. Instead of saying, I'm distracted, say, I feel anxious. I feel frustrated. Naming it makes it smaller and easier to handle. 3. Use self-talk like a coach. Tell yourself, this is hard, but I can handle it. Every struggle is building my mental strength. 4. Do one small win. Emotions lose power when you take action. Do just one small task. Progress builds confidence. Lesson 10. Stay focused in a noisy world. You're not weak. You're just living in the most distracting time in human history. Every day, your brain gets hit with notifications, messages, short videos, ads, endless noise. Peter Holland says, your discipline is only as strong as the world you allow around you. The real problem. It's not that you don't want to focus. It's that your environment is stealing your attention 24/7. Even hearing a notification sound, without checking your phone, is enough to reduce focus and increase anxiety. So if you want deep discipline, you must guard your mind like a fortress. Example: Emily, the law student. Emily wanted to prepare for her law entrance exam, but every 10 minutes, her phone buzzed, and her attention disappeared. So she made a change. She put her phone in another room during study time. Used the Forest app to grow a virtual tree with every focus session. Started with just 25 minutes of deep study. Slowly built it into 2 hours of pure, focused time. The result? Her scores skyrocketed, and so did her confidence. How to stay focused in a distracting world. 1. Silence the noise. Turn off notifications. Use Do Not Disturb. Keep your phone out of sight while working. 2. Use focus tools. Try apps like Forest, Freedom, Stay Focused. These block distracting websites or apps. 3. Have screen-free hours. Pick 1 to 2 hours each day where you go completely offline. Use this time to think, read, work, or reflect. 4. Declutter your digital space. Keep only necessary apps on your home screen. Unsubscribe from useless notifications. Delete time-wasting apps you don't really use. Lesson 11. Discipline is built through consistency, not intensity. We often believe that discipline means doing huge things with extreme effort. But the truth is, that's how people burn out. Peter Holland teaches, small, consistent action every day beats big effort once in a while. Why consistency wins. Intensity looks powerful, but it's short-lived. Consistency may feel boring, but it builds habits, identity, and long-term results. Discipline isn't about doing it all today. It's about doing something today and doing it again tomorrow. Lesson 12. Discipline is who you are, not what you do. The final secret of true self-discipline is this. Discipline is not just about action. It's about identity. When you only focus on actions, you constantly fight with yourself. I should work. I need to stop scrolling. I must eat healthy today. But when you shift your identity to, I am a focused person. I am someone who keeps promises. I am disciplined. Then actions become natural. You don't have to push yourself. You just act like who you already believe you are. Example: Ava the writer. Ava used to say, I want to write a book. But every day she struggled to sit down and write. Then she changed her story. She stopped saying, I want to write, and started saying, I am a writer. That small shift changed everything. She built a routine. She wrote daily. She didn't wait for motivation, because that's what writers do. How to build a disciplined identity. 1. Choose who you want to be. Not what you want to do, but who you want to become. Example: I want to become a disciplined athlete. I am a committed learner. 2. Act like that person. Every day ask yourself, what would a focused person do right now? Then do it, even in a small way. 3. Rewrite your self-talk. Instead of, I'm lazy, I can't stay focused, say, I'm becoming someone who finishes what they start. I'm building powerful discipline, step by step. 4. Celebrate identity-based wins. When you keep a promise, say, that's like me. Each time you prove your identity, it becomes stronger. This is not the end. It's your beginning. Like this video if this series helped you. Share it with someone starting their discipline journey. Subscribe to stay on this path of growth and power. You now hold the keys to mastering yourself. And once you master yourself, nothing can stop you.